What's up, guys? So I'm done with my day. I did a few trades overall. $252, 25 tickets, 28.85. Let's just go over some of the trades. So GPS, I took this on the short side before, sort of before it really opened, and the reason for that is I saw this huge, on the 5 minute, this huge wick. Furthermore, if you look at the daily level, this gapped up. There's this huge gap here, so I knew that people were going to try to fill the gap. So this didn't go up. On the way down, I went short. Here, I think it's like 500 shares or something. It dropped. I covered, and then it sort of bounced back up again, and I added to my position. And on the way back, I covered more. And then as it came back up towards break even, I was going to cover it, but I accidentally covered too much. So then I basically ended up having an extra share, extra 100 shares. So on the way up here, I just got rid of it because I didn't want to keep it. So it ended up being $68, $3 on the long side, $65 on the short side. So it was kind of a hotkey error there. But as you can see, if I kept it, it would have popped back up. And the other thing too is if you look at the 15-minute, the reason why I'm so cautious of getting out quicker is because on the 15-minute here, you see there's this SMA. So every time it hit it, it bounced back up. So when it dropped, it basically hit the SMA here. So I knew it was going to bounce back up. So that's GPS. Foot Locker, I did one trade on Foot Locker. I saw that it held this level pretty well. So every time it dropped, it got bought back up. So I watched and waited to see what it was going to do. It was coming up, but it sort of fell short. What I did there was I went and I saw on the 5 minute there's this SMA level. So when it hit the SMA level and started to fall back, I went short somewhere midway. With the intent of it falling below this level here, which is the 6509 level. So I wanted it to drop below this level. And my goal was for it to hit towards this, the 6452, because obviously this was a level where it bounced off of. And again, you see here, it kind of bounced off this level for a bit. So think of it as a ball. It dropped and sort of bounced. And now it's sort of lost its momentum. So, but I'm not here for this part. I just, took advantage of this move here where it went up, couldn't make it. But this is very volatile stock. So I only took 300 shares. If you look at the spread, right now it's a 10-cent spread, almost 10-cent spread. But before it was much bigger. I think it was like 18 or something. So just by entering this trade, I started at a losing position. And when it popped up to this level, slightly 65.61, 65.21, so that's 40 cent right there. So even with 300 shares, that's quite a big of a loss, and I had to survive this pullback. Now, if it had gone back up to this level, I might have exited the position, but it did not. So it was falling, and the reason for that is the 5 minute kept it. So so that's Foot Locker, and then NTNX. I made $37 off of this quick trade here. Is you see it sort of held this level, the $34 level, and then on the 5 minute here, it had it held this level, the 34 level, same as the 1 minute. So on the way up, looking at the 1 minute, on the way up, I basically sold, and then it sort of bounced again and looked like it was going to keep this level. So I went in for another 500 shares, but once it popped, and it looked like it was struggling on the level 2, I basically got out my entire position. So I went in 34.36, popped up about 10 cents, and I basically scaled out on the way up and on the way down. I did the same thing here, but I got out a bit too quickly. 34, 40. I really didn't make much money on that trade. Maybe a few bucks. So we'll see if it holds this level. It looks like it's gonna lose it. So this would have been this would be a good short if it loses this level. But I'm done trading for the day.